Good, y'all. So there's a lot of trade rumors going around that the Houston Rockets and the Minnesota Timberwolves are aggressively going after Kevin Durant. The Phoenix Suns want nothing to do with Kevin Durant anymore. They're willing to give him up for a lowering asking price than they were before. And what they want back in return really is just draft picks and young players, man. They want to get players on that team that's young, and they want to get some draft picks. You know, Kevin Durant is 36 years old. He turns 37 in September. And obviously Kevin Durant, wants to continue to compete for a championship until he decides to retire. But I just don't understand why a young Houston Rockets team would want to go after Kevin Durant. I don't understand why Minnesota would want to go after Kevin Durant either, because, the Timberwolves have already proven that they're one of the top teams in the West. They've been to the Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row. You understand what I'm saying? Houston is still a young team, and that team is only going to get better year by year. Jalen Green is only 23 years old, right? He's only going to continue to get better. You got Fred VanVleet, who's an NBA champion. You got Steven Adams. You got Amen. I think it was Amen. Is it Amen or Sar? Which Thompson is on the Rockets, yo? I think it's Amen. Let me just double check. Yeah, Amen Thompson is on the Houston Rockets. He averaged 14 points a game this season, 8 rebounds. Just keep that team, man. Just keep developing that team. And, before you know it, Houston will be a very solid playoff contender, just like a team like OKC. Okay, listen, OKC and the Indiana Pacers, they've laid out the blueprint for what the NBA is today, right? The future of the NBA, the teams that you're going to see win the championships from now on are young, youthful teams that can get up and down that court without getting tired, that can knock down threes, bro. These teams that got these superstars that's pushing 40, bro, these guys ain't winning. I already made a video about this. I literally made a video about this 2 days ago where I explained why Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James aren't winning any more championships. You could also add Kawhi Leonard to that list. It's over. It's over. This is a new NBA. The new NBA, guys like Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, SGA, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards. It's their league now. Shout out to Ja Morant. I know Ja Morant hasn't really done anything in the playoffs, but, Ja Morant has had very bad luck when it comes to injuries in the playoffs. It's very unfortunate, but it's a young niggas league, bruh. You feel me? Like, these old superstars, bruh, that's been around, bruh, like, it's over, bruh. And I really wish these dudes would just gracefully retire, because they're just going to continue to hurt their legacy year after year. That's what's going on right now. You got a guy like LeBron James, y'all, right? LeBron is 40 years old. You're a billionaire. You've won 4 NBA championships, 4 NBA Finals MVPs. You've won 3 or 4 regular season MVPs. You scored the most points in the history of the NBA. What more do you want, nigga? People, you already got a whole generation that considers you the GOAT. I don't consider you the GOAT, but I see people 24/7 on social media talking about how LeBron is better than Michael Jordan, which I personally think is blasphemous, but to the people that feel that way, I respect your opinion. LeBron James, you have absolutely nothing else to prove, bro. No player in the history of the NBA has done what you done at your age, bro. In my opinion, I think LeBron James is the greatest all-around NBA player of all time, and I think he's the greatest athlete of all time. I'll give him that, right? But Kevin Durant, look at how many teams you've been on, bro. You were on the Oklahoma City Thunder. You played with Russ and James Harden. You went to the NBA Finals in 2012. You came up short. The following year, you go up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors. You let them come back and beat you, right? Following year, you go to the team that beat your ass and you win 2 back-to-back championships, right? And then after you lose the 3rd year in the finals to the Raptors because you tore your Achilles, you decided to leave, which I think was stupid. You should have just stayed there. because you possibly could have won 4 or 5 championships with the Warriors, maybe more, who knows? Because that literally was a perfect fit for you, you know? So you end up going to the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving, and eventually you guys also get James Harden on the team, and you guys do absolutely nothing. You didn't win shit on that team. You didn't even get to the finals. Then you go to the Phoenix Suns, and your team is having worse success than when you was on Brooklyn. You can't even get to the Western Conference Finals on the Phoenix Suns. So, you know, now you're about to go to another team, a team that's youthful, that's young, and they're potentially going to give up some youth and draft picks for you when you've already proven that when you're not playing with Steph Curry, right? When you're not playing with Steph Curry and Clay and Draymond, you can't win a championship, bro. You've proven that. You're 36 years old. You're going to be 37. It's over, right? When it's all said and done, bro, and this is going to be a separate video. This is going to be the next video I make. Kevin Durant, your legacy is going to be known as a ring chaser. You're a ring chaser, bro. You went to a team that had the best regular season record of all time without you, that already won 2 championships without you. That's the team that you went to that beat you in the playoffs the year before. And since then, you've been an absolute loser. You've been a loser. Like, if we're being honest, Kevin Durant is not even a top 5 player right now, y'all. He's not. Let's just keep it real. Let's just be honest. Anthony Edwards is better than Kevin Durant right now. LeBron James is still better than Kevin Durant right now. Luka Doncic is better than Kevin Durant right now. Nikola Jokic is better than Kevin Durant right now. Giannis is better than Kevin Durant right now. Jason Tatum is better than Kevin Durant right now. Jaylen Brown is better than Kevin Durant right now. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it SGA. So I should have been said SGA. SGA is better than Kevin Durant right now. Kevin Durant ain't no top 3, top 5 player, bro. Yeah, he still averages 25 a game, but who gives a fuck? He ain't winning nothing, bro. When you give up what you got to give up for Kevin Durant, bro, you should be guaranteed to at least go to the NBA Finals, bro. And that's not going to happen if Houston or the Minnesota Timberwolves gets Kevin Durant. It's just not going to happen. It's not. So let me know what y'all think about this video. You know, agree, disagree, like the video, follow your boy. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.